So if you're looking for anything, if you're looking for success, if you're looking for happiness, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for purpose, then the chances are your biggest opportunities are those that are right in front of you. But you know what we tend to do? We tend to overlook those opportunities because we are always thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side. And we think that in order to achieve these lofty goals, these dreams and ambitions, that we have to take these large steps and we have to take on huge risk and we have to make powerful moves in order to get there. And my experience has been that oftentimes we miss these opportunities when we're thinking too far out, when we're thinking too big, when we're thinking too huge. There was a point in time in my life where I was owner of a record label, and I had a lot of artists signed underneath me, and they trusted me with their careers. And I had a big ego on my head because we were doing well. I had some real talented people, and we were making some moves. I was funding it out of my pocket, and we were getting a lot of reputation within the local community. And in the process of recording some music for these artists, one of the engineers that was actually doing the recording, he approached me with an opportunity. He said, "Paul, I see your talent, I see your gifts, and I see your abilities, and I understand you're doing this, but I want you to be the A&R for a record label that I'm about to start." He was starting some dance label out in Amsterdam, and he was getting ready to make a move, and he wanted me to come along with him and be the A&R. But one of the stipulations was that I had to be dedicated to him, and I had to, of course, stop what I was doing with my record label. And so I let my ego get the best of me because I didn't want to be second. I wanted to be the man. I wanted to call my own shots. I wanted to be the one that was responsible for everything. And so I don't know what eventually happened to him. I don't know whether he went off to do big things, whether the record label actually started or not. I don't know. After that, him and I kind of lost contact and things happened with my record label. And of course, the story is what it is. I moved on to some other things eventually when my funding ran dry and I moved on to other endeavors. But the point is this. Oftentimes we think that the grass is greener on the other side, and I'm sure that you've come across some opportunities as well. We think that the gifts and the skills that you have are not good enough, and so that you're always reaching for something else. You're reaching, what's the next thing I can learn? What's the next skill that I want to develop? What's the next dream I want to chase? What's the next opportunity? And oftentimes you miss the small things. You miss the things that are right there in front of you. You miss the fact that you have gifts, talents, and skills. You miss the fact that you have people that love you. You miss the fact that there are opportunities right there at the current job that you're working today that may elevate you to a bigger life. And so my encouragement for you today is that when you're thinking about your dreams, your hopes, and your ambitions, right, that you always start first with taking an assessment of what's around you. What do you have in your possession today? What can you leverage within your immediate influence that will help propel you towards that big dream? Don't always think big. Don't think that you need to go out and get $1 million to start a company. Don't think that you need to learn all these new skills and that you need to change your total trajectory. Maybe you're somebody who's in a trade like an auto mechanic and you're fixing cars and you're like, you know what, this is a little mundane and I have dreams of a big life where I can travel the earth and I can go to fancy restaurants and do big things. And you're missing the point that all of that is very capable from within what you're doing today. I know a lot of people that are in the trades that are living extraordinary lives. They're traveling the world because they knew how to leverage the talents and the gifts that they had, and they took slow, incremental steps over time to build a business, to build a staff, to start delegating things out, and to make it to a point where now the businesses are operating. It's multi-million-dollar operations. And so we need to take an assessment of ourselves. We need to understand what we have in front of us. Men, women, relationships, I implore you, take a look at what you have right now, because one of the biggest downfalls I see in relationships is we're always looking forward, looking to something else. Relationships are tough, right? You're dealing with other people. There's ups and downs. There's going to be frustrations. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be some disagreements. There's going to be some tough times where you and your spouse are not in alignment, right? But ultimately, you have to understand that the reason why you're together was that there were some synergies in the first place. You loved each other at one point in time. You're together for a reason. And when you're looking at somebody else, you're seeing all the good. You're not seeing all the bad. Yeah, the grass is not greener on the other side. It's just a different type of grass. And so with that grass, it may be something different, some different challenges, some different frustrations, some different problems, some different differences. And so it's just kind of a give and take and a balance, understanding that what I have right here in front of me may be the best thing for me. And if I can just make certain tweaks, if I could take small incremental steps over time, then what I have today can be what I'm looking for in the future. I can dream big, I can look forward, I can have huge ambitions and high hopes, but I also understand that I don't want to overlook the opportunities that are in front of me. So hopefully this blessed you today, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to my newsletter. You can sign up for that. In my newsletter, I share all of my failures, successes, my thoughts, dreams, and ambitions and fears. And so if that's something that you're into, I'd love to see you on that list. And if you're somebody who's looking to improve your life and your business, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, check out this link here above. I'm your boy Paul. I'll see you the next time. Take care.